So I bet you guys have heard of Aster by now, and that's exactly what I want to talk about here in this video. One of the top cryptos right now that has taken the world by storm. Why it's important for Binance holders and the run that we've seen Binance go on. That's kind of why I'm talking about it here in this video. All right. So for those of you that are new to the channel, awesome. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe down below. Let's talk some crypto and get into the comments from the Binance founder CZ as a very bold statement has kind of got me a little bit more bullish about what Aster can do. Okay, so if you guys have not heard about Aster versus Hype versus Aster, and kind of where this is all unfolding at, as we've seen these tokens that are the native tokens of these, dexes, if you will, kind of how this is going to be exploding onto the scene here in 2025. We're going to talk a little bit more about it. Okay, so let's get into it. First thing I want to do is show you guys kind of where we're at from a price perspective. If you have not kind of been following the market, the government shutdown looming, I think, has resulted in a lot of volatility with a lot of the top cryptos. This is the top 100 view of what we're looking at in the market. And as we talk about it, though, remember that none of this is financial advice. Here we can find Aster, though, trading at $1.61. The one thing kind of that has caught my eye about this is very sharp fall off as of recent. Okay, so kind of one of those things where if you have missed the boat within its launch, now you can find Aster essentially doing a little bit better of a, I guess you would say, a value as we are essentially now down almost to where we were at launch. But one thing to kind of note, it's still a top 100 crypto. CZ holds a lion's share of this crypto personally. And this is one that we did see insane numbers as we want to look at kind of where we were at from a very small time window. Okay, this is where you saw Aster at one point at a very high level. And to put it all in perspective, I'll pull up Market Cap because I think it will share it in a better view. Okay, and essentially from the all time, this is where it was trading over $2.30 back in September. And now that we look at the last week or so, this is where Aster is down about 8% collectively over the last 7 days, but still trading at $1.65. So, not saying go out there and buy Aster. I'm just saying it's a very bullish consolidation. And also, this is kind of where you look into the long term perspective if you think this crypto is going to do well. Okay, so that's how I feel about it. It's not necessarily a must play for me. I don't really, quite frankly, care what you guys do with your own capital. I'm just sharing my thoughts on this because I think CZ's comments are very relative to what we're seeing right here in the market. Okay. And this is what we're going to talk about. All right. I think that personally, if we are going to be trading Aster that dollar territory, this has a lot of capability to do something crazy that we've seen kind of similar to hype. I think that's something that a lot of traders have taken and performed. They're essentially shorting hype and longing Aster. But we have seen this basically fall off the table a little bit here as of recent. But CZ speaking about the meme coin trend on BNB, and kind of to preface this all, I do want to talk about that more in a viewpoint where you look at BNB now trading at 1235 and up 17% over the last 7 days. This has been one where we've seen an insane run basically since 2023. BNB has been one of the top cryptos to hold, and kind of dating ourselves into a time frame where crypto really shouldn't have been doing well at that time. So definitely an outperforming outlier in the market, and I think it all kind of trickles down into what Aster can actually do because being more so based on that BNB side of the game, this is where we're having a lot of interest in this. Okay, now CZ indicating that he was surprised by the increased interest, which I don't really believe for 1 second. Calling the situation a BNB meme coin season. Now, there's a lot of small cap meme coins on BNB that have been doing insane things also on the charts. But seeing this significant activity pick up, this is where we see the BNB ecosystem really kind of starting to surge. We've seen, for example, four. That is where the ancient graphic and conversation about CZ holding that four up. They've made a meme coin, and that has surged over 475% over the last week, and reaching almost a $245 million market cap, despite not being directly listed on a crypto exchange. This is something where we look into the 4 points that CZ has previously highlighted in the crypto market. Okay, so very familiar with that, but I think this is something where past the meme coins, just kind of connecting the dots on this one as we look at what Aster has been able to do. This is not the best way to view this crypto in terms of a a timeline because of how they do correct the initial volume and trading. And just basically, this is the starting point that TradingView has come up with. It's on a downtrend, but Aster has been one of those cryptos that I think that looking at the Steam, connecting the dots, BNB is doing well. Meme coins on BNB is doing well. And CZ kind of alluding to it without really mentioning it, saying that Aster is the next big thing. I think this is kind of where we do have a very, very strong case to make that Aster is probably maybe one of the best, I guess you would say, value plays right now, even at these levels in the market that we could come up with. Okay. So those are just my thoughts. I am kind of getting bullish on Aster, so I thought I'd make a video and share it with you guys. Leave a comment down below. Do you hold Aster? Are you looking at Aster, or are you staying away from it? I want to know what you guys are doing. But I appreciate you guys all tuning in and supporting the channel. If you have not hit that like button, please do so now. Please remember, though, this is not financial advice, of course. And thanks again for watching. We'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.